Hey, it's Mahesh here again, and I'm in the Beardbrand Studio. I'm with Greg today, and we're going to do a big change. Greg, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Shake my hand. It's been a year since I've seen you.
Right.
Or just over a year and a week since we saw each other. And this time you're going to have a different change. So you're going to go with a shorter beard.
Yep.
But we're going to keep the longer hair.
Yep.
And if we put a little picture up in the caption somewhere, we'll see a picture of Jeff Bridges, and that's going to be like your inspiration. So we looked at that because you've got a good head of hair going on. So I'm going to just put some layers in that and just make it feel a little bit lighter, but we're going to retain the length, and I'm going to razor cut that out with a cutthroat razor. So it'll feel light for you, but it will pretty much look the same length, but you'll just be able to manage it better.
Okay.
But with the beard, because we're going to take the beard shorter, I think what we'll do to start with, because we haven't decided on what you want to do, I think we're going to keep the moustache to start with, and then if you like it, we'll just tidy it. If you're like, nah, let's take it short, we can take it short. Yeah?
Okay.
Because the picture you were using as a reference was a short moustache and shorter beard. Mm-hmm. It's almost a bit shorter than mine, really, wasn't it? So I think we'll be cautious.
Okay.
Yeah? Is that okay with you?
Yep. Let's go.
Exciting! So I'm going to start with the beard because the hair itself is, like I say, we're going to just tidy that up, and we're going to make sure that that's just feeling better and easier to manage. So I'm going to do a little damp down with my water spray here that Jack made for me from, you know, Austin's finest vodka. I'm looking for a sponsorship, although I don't drink. I can still promote it, can't I? I can still promote other people getting drunk, can't I? I'm a sober ambassador for drunk people. Okay, Greg. So I'm going to come from the front. I'm going to get that little taper in the sides to start with. I'm just going to make my first initial cut just to see, so I can start to see that shape building up. So I can cut that off, and I can really see what's happening there. And I can think, well, I can hold on a little bit more, or I can take a little bit more off straight off the bat. But I'm going to come in just a little bit tighter, only because this is going to make it look a lot healthier. I mean, this is what happened when I cut my beard off. When I cut my beard off, I thought it looked really healthy, and then I cut it off and I realized actually how wispy it goes, and especially this color beard, it can look really wispy really quickly. So we're really gonna mark this out now. Maybe taper in those sides. So it's already makes a massive difference to just the way that Greg's face looks, just like the shape of his face. Just taking that side in, using the back side of the clipper, just making sure that you can just scooping around, there's no graduation in it, just being a little bit cleaner and sharper with the beard. And then I'm going to come in on the side now, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to work my way down. I don't know if Greg's had a little peek yet. Have you had a peek yet, Greg? Mm-hmm. What are you saying?
Yep.
How much healthier does that look?
That's a lot better.
I think I'm going to keep the cheeks nice and soft, Greg. What do you think? Rather than cutting like a really strong contour in there, I think like with the softer haircut, that's going to complement the beard. Rather than having like a really, really sharp, squared off beard and then a long haircut, I don't think that will work. I think you need to have continuity. So the continuity in that is, you know, the soft beard with the soft hair. Now you can see, like, even brushing that out, like this is what beards do. Like I just brushed that out and that whole corner's just popped out. So you need to be really careful when you're cutting quite a lot of a beard that you really, you work it. You know, you really, you move the hair around, you keep combing it. See, look, the more I comb it, the more pops out. And it's easy just to cut it, brush it down and go, there you go, I've done it. And then you realise actually when you go home and you wash it and you've got, you know, a big section of hair just standing out from the rest of the beard, and your barber's gone home and he's shut for the day, and you want to go out and you look like you've got a hair extension stuck underneath your beard. So I think I'm going to put you back, Greg. Okay. I'm going to bring you back a little bit because I want to just see the underneath side of that beard. So let's lay you back. I'm going to take all your beard hair there. Let's rest that. Do you want to take this home with you, or are you going to? No. Yeah, okay. I'll put a frock on my shoulder. You're going to make it into like a little outfit or something. So here we go. So this is what I'm talking about. Comb it out from underneath. Look at that. So this is what you don't want to be missing when you're cutting a beard. All the neck hair that's underneath there. So when you've got a long beard, you'll have a ton of neck hair. Okay, I'm just going to cover up your eyes, Greg, because I'm going to cut around the moustache a little bit. Okay, I don't want any hair to flick up into your eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just come up slightly. Just give that a little bit of shape in there. Okay, so I'm just going to change my scissor over because I wanted to just go with a smaller scissor. Just makes it easier to work with. Although we've clipped this in, sometimes it's nice to go over with a scissor, especially when you're just defining a new shape in the beard. If you're trimming up an existing shape, then sometimes you can just go straight in with a clipper and that's all you really need. But I think, you know, when you're defining a new shape for somebody, it's nice to go back through with a scissor as well. You just get that little individual touch, you know, what you might miss with a clipper. Sometimes the scissors is a little bit more intimate in that way. So what I'm going to do, Greg, is I'm going to get you to lift your neck up. Just lift your head up off the... I just want to loosen your gown off. I want to be able to get to you. That's it. I'm going to get to this... a bit of hair here under there. So what I'm not doing is I'm not using the detailers on this underneath section because what I don't want to do is I don't want to make it look super clean. Again, this is all about that long-haired, soft approach. So I'm cleaning the section underneath here so it looks nice and tidy. But what I'm not doing is I'm definitely not making it too short, so it grows through, and then you know, in a few weeks' time, Greg's left with loads of growth that he doesn't know what to do with. Because what is important about the beard trim is not just about how he leaves the shop, but how he can look after it once I've finished what I'm doing and he's gone home and he's a week or 2 weeks into it softening up after he's had a beard trim. It's about being able to maintain what the barber's done. Take this off for you, Greg. Okay, we're going to come up. So if you sit up for me. What are you saying about that length? Do you want to go shorter?
Right.
With the beard, or are you happy with that beard length?
I'm happy with it.
I mean, the picture that I looked at was shorter, but I don't know. I think that's a really good length on you, and I like it, and I think
it's got a nice strong look.
Yeah.
No point that looks wispy like that.
No, it's no. That's the thing. The key thing I'm thinking is that the moustache actually is a bit more blended now. Mm-hmm. So you've got a bit more of a blend on the moustache. I've sort of tidied it, but it sort of looks tapered into what you've got. And the beard doesn't look like you're trying to grow something out. It looks like you've managed a really good length, Mm-hmm. That's what I was a little bit concerned about. I was a little bit concerned that you looked like you were on some sort of, growth sort of challenge and you were trying to grow a beard out. And I didn't want, you've done that. You've proven to yourself that you can grow a really nice long beard. And I didn't want to really leave you with a beard that looked like, it was the first time you ever trying and attempting to grow one out. This looks like you know what you're doing, you know what you're happy with, and what do you think? How do you feel about that?
I think it looks good.
And I like the softness on the cheeks. What do you think? Do you like the softness on the cheeks?
Yeah.
Rather than going boom and giving you a really hard line.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna help with the haircut blend, So he's gonna give you a little tidy up on the old eyebrows.
Yeah, and then
I could use one of those.
yeah.
Make sure we do that, Jack, before we leave. What's your Beardbrand fragrance that you prefer?
Old Money and Temple Smoke. What is that?
So I've got some Temple Smoke here. You happy with some Temple Smoke? Or is there one that you don't use or haven't used that you want to try?
No, I got them all.
Okay. I don't know.
I even got the blank slate.
Have you? I don't even know why I asked that. I should have just assumed that you tried them all. You're here, aren't you? So
I have them all.
So
I have the Spice Citrus and the
see, I like the Spice
Temple
Citrus as
Smoke.
well, actually.
Temple Smoke. I got the Vices and I got the Old Money.
Which one's your favourite?
I think I used to like Temple, but I've been using Old Money a lot lately.
Yeah, so they're the two.
Everyone keeps going back.
They're the two favourites. Everyone that I've spoken to so far have gone Temple Smoke or Old Money. I think it's that distinctness that people like.
Almost like cologne.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people use their beard oils and balms like colognes, don't they,
Carlos, what's my name?
Tony.
That's a joke.
Hey, Tony Stark.
Yeah, I'll probably call him Jay. And
Yeah.
Like Jack Jay.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna
Not
remember
bad.
from now on because I'm gonna reference it to South Park.
Evan?
Who killed Kevin? Oh, Kenny.
Kenny.
See, he's so with names.
Sake, man.
Oh my God, they killed Tony. No, it's not right. they killed Barbara.
No neighbor.
No,
If I happens.
I feel inadequate with my camera. My camera feels so small compared to his. Making me feel self-conscious about my camera. That's nice, man. Is that a DJI Ronin?
Yes.
What model?
The Ronin now.
Now we're.
So we've sectioned it off. I've just
When you're done, can I try to balm
softening the edges
Yeah. I'll have to help you.
I want to try.
Down.
with the razor,
Yeah.
just so it gives it that natural soft flick to it. I'm also going to just go through and layer it through a little bit more, just so it feels a little bit lighter. So I'm not taking any of the length away so much, but I'm just going to take away some of the weight. So Greg doesn't lose that soft length that he's grown out. So I'm going to come through the haircut that way. So rather than picking a section up and doing that, I'm coming in that way. I'm cutting, slicing through the haircut and coming down through the haircut, which will give me lots of different layers going through. Have you noticed I've also, whilst I'm cutting, I move the hand in the direction that I want it to sit. So you end up cutting in that direction, so you end up with layers that will sit in a certain way. So if you look now, you can see those layers just opening up, where on this side I've cut it, and this side I haven't cut. So you can see the length there, and you can see the layer there. So you can see the sectioning just happening straight off the bat. So still going through, just keeping the length.
My mother was a hairdresser when I was little, and she preferred to cut hair with a razor than she would a pair of scissors.
Me too. If I can get away with it, I'll use a razor.
Always comb everything out, make sure everything's detangled.
More utility.
That's my
A little bit more utility balm going in the hair.
action. I'm going to trim the top. And then we're going to tackle the beard. And we're going to keep the beard like a more square look, a wider look, but square towards the bottom, maybe like a little round here, but not too round. And we're going to try to keep as much length as possible. We're just going to get rid of some of these straggly hairs. And we're going to make the mustache.
So we're going to sort out this moustache.
Yeah, because I don't think it's easy.
Yeah.
Keeping it low.
See how it's grown?
Yeah, it's a little bit uneven.
So sort that out. So I'm going to come up and round. I'm going to take in a little bit of this corner here of the moustache, because you have to be really careful with the moustaches, because you don't really feel like you're cutting very much away, and then when you go to straighten it out and you comb it through, you think, wow, that's a lot off. So it's not like when you're cutting a beard and you think, oh, I can cut that much off, and it doesn't really show. On a moustache, it's a big deal. So and the moustache will just completely change everything.
Now, are we going to keep that length on the hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I was hoping that was.
Yeah. So I literally just razored through the haircut just so it feels a little bit lighter for Greg, but he wants to keep the length.
I'll spin the chair as I'm working.
I really like that style.
And that's why we kept the beard that bit softer on the cheeks, so it just complements the haircut. That's what I was saying about, not going too contoured with the beard and really sharp edges, because you're going to have like a really soft haircut up against it, and it just doesn't sit. So we got a little bit of balm in here, a bit of utility balm. I'm just going to comb it through. So I'm combing it through to dry it. I'm using the nozzle. So I'm not trying to create too much volume. So you can see all these layers just popping out now that we've cut in. When I run my fingers through it, it feels so much lighter. It doesn't feel quite so heavy. Like Greg should find it a little bit easier just to control. I haven't gone too crazy and cut the layers too short. Otherwise he'd look like, he'd look too mullet looking.
I've been watching all the Viking series.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm on season 4 at the moment of Vikings.
No, you got the other season.
So I'm on season 4, part 2 of Vikings at the moment. So I've got my wife. I hope my wife's not cheating on me, because she's at home for a week, and I bet she's dying to watch and carry on watching it.
Yeah.
Into the
post.
to the post.
What are we talking about? Vikings, right? Okay, I was gonna say, I don't understand what's happening.
How's that, sir? Blood, shit.
That's good. You never seen the Vikings?
I've never seen Vikings. You look like you're from the show Vikings, so.
you need to go watch it. It's brutal.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's be real here. Your beard is amazing and you invest in your beard, but are you investing in your head here? We've got some amazing shampoo and conditioner over at beardbrand.com that will help get your hair game at the same level as your beard game.